because I am curious from this guy's perspective. From a I'm that ghost, Castorice passive might not be that bad. Okay, let's see it.
I already know a lot of people are going to be calling me a hypocrite in the comments. So let me just say that right now. So, yes.
Oh, he's aware that he's a hypocrite, which means it's fine. Okay, great. I'm aware that people might be calling me a racist in the comments, so let me address that right now. You filthy... It's fine, though, because he acknowledges his faults. He acknowledges it. Now, I've seen a lot of people saying this shit. I've been seeing a lot of people saying, oh, it's not really that bad, so I am curious to hear their perspective.
Today, the 3.2 live stream happened for HSR, which I kind of reacted to on my Twitch. I'm that Ghost YT. And there was a good amount of rewards to be gained from this update, like the free character of the future, free one May or LaRocha, and a free 30 pulls. But this also confirmed the global passive that was leaked inside the betas is going to be arriving to HSR. If you don't know, which I don't blame you if you don't know, since they just sped right over it, Castorice is supposed to have a global passive that revives one of your characters or all of your characters if they get down at the exact same time. That can be...
Stop. Tell me that's not true. Can somebody confirm that? Does it actually revive multiple people if they all get down at the same time? That's a thing? Wait, it's more OP than what I thought. Wait, can Bailu's passive do that? No? Jesus Christ. Okay. All right. That's insane.
Activator once per battle, but after revive they have one turn until they get downed again unless they get healed or shielded. Like I mentioned in the previous video, this passive sets a very bad precedent for what's to come in the future. Let's talk about the good and bad of this ability. Firstly, the good. This ability is something that I feel could be useful for newer players, especially since when overworld farming,
newer players won't have it. They won't have the character because you're not going to have Castorice if you're a new character or if you're a new player. So that makes no fucking sense. They have a 3-week window. So it'll help new players that start for a 3-week period. And as long as that's the character they want, but it's also going to force them to have no flexibility or any capability of pulling for who they want to. They just pull the character that's OP because it boosts their account. So no, it's horrible for new players. And also new players can't get it outside of this 3-week period.
You can get chased down by enemies and attack, causing you to die in battle. Trust me, I've experienced this a lot when going chest hunting and not having a decently built topaz. I also think this ability is quite decently balanced, having the condition that you need to be healed or shielded before they take their next turn and start off with 1% of their HP is really solid for an ability like this. I think it's actually pretty solid for her to have this ability when factoring in regular overworld and simulated universe farming. There's even 2 blessings and Bailu who can offer revives to your characters, though
you can't run Bailu because she's fucking dog shit. She's not good enough. You can't run her. Her kit's way too RNG. She's a product of the past. She's fucking terrible. Right? She's fucking garbage.
You have to pick that blessing or put Bailu in the team, which a lot of people, unless...
No, it's important that you guys hear how fucking stupid anybody who's defending this practice sounds. That's why I love this video. I love highlighting the absolute dumb fucks that are actually fighting for this. It is so important that you guys hear this.
If you're new, we'll have some kind of limited sustain option already, so it's not really worth putting Bailu on the team since she has no cleanse. If we had a light cone or something that gave her an indirect cleanse, I believe she would have a lot more value since she already heals a ton. Though at the same time we also have a ton of specialized limited sustain options with another one on the way.
Yeah, guys, how many of y'all would pull for a limited light cone to make your Bailu have a cleanse? Oh man, wouldn't that be so good? Finally, all us Bailu mains can rise up.
With the character Hyacinth, who's supposed to be a 5-star urban healer. The fact that it's global is a great thing for Castorice owners and quite new player friendly. It means you have a little safety net if your characters get down during the fight. Now the bad.
Yeah, you know what would have been better? If they just made pylons or towers that you can grind for by taking your simulated universe currency and put it into these pillars that globally increase your attack percent, your speed, your crit rate, crit damage, your defense, and give you special abilities. And you make it a free-to-play system. you don't lock this to limited 5 stars, which, by the way, every other turn-based RPG does that system, where it's not locked into limited 5 stars. It's just locked to playtime, and it gives players another goal to hit for endgame progression. And it's great to have because it gives you more of a reason to play. But instead they say, oh, Dwayne needs his 5th yacht. I can't believe I have to explain this.
Being only the fact that this
Pokey said the same thing. Yeah, I know. He said the same thing right after I said it, just like everybody else does in this community.
is attached to a character. I 100% agree with Tectone when he said this should be
Thank you.
attached to a tower system.
Thank you.
Or maybe some kind of account skill tree. We already have skill trees in-game via the simulated
Remember who the original was, guys.
universe.
It's a lot easier to sound correct when you wait for me to be the first person to talk on every single fucking subject. And you know that's the truth. And you want me to give you a real fact? Every single time something controversial happens, and I'm not the one to weigh in on it first, the community goes into chaos because people don't know whose opinion to copy. And that's a goddamn fact. Every time I go on vacation, the community goes into fucking chaos. And you can check that every single fucking time.
The way of implementing this kind of global passive is just the wrong way for something like this. For example, they could make something like ZZ's Infinite Battle Tower and have it basically be like a Pure Fiction 2. Then have mini stages where they give you something like the Jade Feathers for completing in-game modes and having that being the currency for unlocking different nodes and special abilities like the global passive. This will be quite approachable to the average free-to-play player down the line who skipped Castorice and still wants a revival ability or serve as an alternative to people who didn't pull for Castorice and just don't have Bailu or use her. I had also
Nobody's building Bailu. Bailu can only resurrect one. Castorice can revive multiple, and she doesn't even have to be on the fucking team. Nobody's doing that. She doesn't even have a fucking cleanse. Her heal is way too RNG. She's fucking terrible, and she's meant to be terrible, and that's why she's on the fucking standard banner, because she's meant to be fucking garbage.
also watched a video from Nova Impact recently talking about the global passive situation. Now, if you don't know who Nova Impact is, they are a content creator who makes Hoyoverse story content, and I really enjoy his many theories and facts videos. Inside of his video, he talked about characters like Herta and Topaz for their overworld chest hunting abilities. Mainly Herta because she marks chests on the map. Even if she's not on the active team, the chests stay marked. I personally believe the whole fiasco with chest searching is kind of solved because they added a gadget inside the same patch that they released the Herta to help you look for chests in the overworld. I think it's quite possible that we could see an in-game mode.
Listen, bless this guy's heart for trying, and I'm sure this guy is a fine stand-up guy, but there's a reason why this guy's video has 50% dislikes, and that'll definitely be in the fucking thumbnail. It's really a no-brainer. It's not hard to figure out. It's terrible for the fucking game. Hoyoverse had infinite other ways they could have implemented this system into the game, and they chose not to do it because all they care about is money, and it fucking sucks for players. Hope this helps.